financial news. This is a news show we do every day at 7:30, except on Thursdays when we do it at 7 a.m. A couple of quick things. Yes, I did do a live stream at 7 a.m. It was an important topic. I thought it needed its own window. And that was an important video based on an article in the Wall Street Journal that talked about home builders making a lot of money selling entire housing communities to the deep pockets on Wall Street, hedge funds, pension funds, all of that. This is a trend you and I, the individual investor, will need to watch. It will have ramifications for us, both in supply, also in price. It also will be telling us where we should be focusing on as we build our individual portfolios. One thing that was very clear in that video that I will say here is if you own individual single family home rentals, you're about to see some appreciation. And that was really called out by John Burns, talking about potentially 12% appreciation, which is an adjustment from just 3 months ago when they thought this year would be 8%. So lots of stuff going on here. There's a new asset class in the world called single family homes. And if you want to go get yours, it's time to do the work, time to figure out what average is, go do some good or great deals. I'm excited, but also, I don't know, I'm a little nervous, right? I have long said that I believe home ownership, getting on the property ladder, is the best path to true freedom and wealth for individuals. I know my family owning a single family home when I was a kid saved us. So a part of me is a little fearful of just how high prices could go, right? Will the average person be priced out of the market? And we could be going that direction. So something for us to watch. But in the meantime, do the homework, do the work. Let's build our individual portfolios so as the tide rises, we get taken care of. Another thing to point out that we did 2 important videos yesterday. Weekend viewership is down, but I still create content every day. Sundays, we did our goal video, and I just want to congratulate you, the entire audience watching this. We got a positive impact score of over 1 million for the first time. It was by you, all of you doing the good work, lots of great offers being written, and 8 deals got done last week. That is amazing. And I'm still got goosebumps from realizing that, in a week, we did enough things together to produce a positive impact score over 1 million. Go check out the video. It was pretty awesome. And then the community video. That is often the funnest video for me to produce every week. It's not only the capstone to the week, but it really highlights what people are doing, right? We celebrate offers. We celebrate deals. We ask important questions. And if you don't know what I'm talking about in the community, go watch it and then become a part of it. Get the course, How to Get Started One Rental at a Time. And let's just start changing our individual lives, doing the work, focus, daily activity. On to the trading day. And as I said yesterday, the opening was going to be up. And we are seeing kind of everything work today outside of oil. We have the reopening trade, and we are clearly, we're clearly walking into the light, if you will, and it is about to get really good. Cruise lines up, airlines up. GM and Ford got upgraded. Morgan Stanley to raise dividends, just all kinds of good news. I'd be remiss if I didn't once again call out Tesla. Yes, Tesla is up on their delivery numbers. Just a lot of good things going on. Then we have GameStop. GameStop's going to be down today, I imagine. GameStop finally came out and said, you know what, we've got to strengthen our balance sheet. We've got to transition from a brick and mortar store, and we got to invest. And in order to invest, they're going to sell 3.5 million shares on the open market. They're estimating about $1 billion in new capital that they can tuck away. This was something I was calling for months ago, right in the crazy stock run-up they should have done at much higher prices when it was crazy. But they're doing it now, and we'll see what happens to their stock. I'm going to guess it goes lower. The other thing to talk about on the cruise lines, it looks like we have a first mover And what I mean by that is it was pretty obvious to me that some cruise line operator is going to get irritated with the CDC and they're going to say, screw it, we're going to go for it our direction. So it looks like it's Norwegian. Norwegian Cruise Line has said, you know what, we're going to mandate, at least for the time being, all passengers, all crew members on the ship to be vaccinated. Can't come on if not vaccinated. That is obviously going to piss off lots of people. They don't care. They want to start sailing, right? Empty cruise ships do them no good. Frankly, they're probably falling apart. So yeah, they are going to be a first mover. You probably can imagine others to follow along, at least for months of cruising. Again, they've got to get the ships moving. And if they have to piss off half the world to do it, they are going to start cruising, and they're going to take the people that are vaccinated. So, kind of saw this one coming, but it's going to be interesting to see when that happens. I think they're targeting cruising in July, so good for them, I guess. Again, Morgan Stanley, they're going to raise the dividend. This is, kind of just an output of just nonsense for the last year or so. Again, transitioning from dark to light. They're going to raise it as soon as they can. They're going to reward patient capital. Planet Fitness, this one's interesting. Talk about all the pain last year from small local gyms. Several went out of business. I think 24 Hour Fitness was one of them, I think. I could be wrong, but they were in trouble anyway. But Planet Fitness is like, okay, we've got through this. We're gonna go hard. They're gonna open up 100 stores this year, and it kind of makes sense, right? Retail space is cheap, leases are cheap. They have less competition. Sure, it'd probably be slow going for a while, but any new gym is slow. So again, we're going to see record grand openings, folks. Again, as we get to the light, we're going to have a lot more good news than bad news. I'm not saying the bad news is going to stop. There still will be some, but it'll be such a better time. We got Vegas. I actually saw some friends in Vegas send me videos the other day. Over the weekend, Vegas had lines out the door, right? They still have restrictions on how many people they can have inside casinos. But folks, Vegas is opening up ever so slightly, and this is just, it's a sign. We are bored out of our skulls. We are going to go spend on experiences. Travel's up, man. If you haven't booked your summer vacation by now, it's about to get expensive, right? It is. I mean, these cheap airline flights are already disappearing. They're high. I'm kind of excited, and I'm also happy I booked my trip 3 weeks ago. I'm pretty excited we did that because it would be a lot more expensive today. Janet Yellen, good old Janet Yellen's going to be speaking to the G20, the largest 20 countries in the world, about proposing a minimum tax for businesses around the world to level the playing field, to create stability. I don't think that's going to happen. Well, we'll see. Just a sign that taxes are going up. I don't know. Can you imagine 20 countries agreeing to kind of equal taxes on companies? I don't see that happening, right? There are a lot of countries out there that would love to get some of the headquarters there, but we shall see. Talked about Godzilla and Kong the other day about being the movie of the pandemic, right? Again, another sign that we are getting out of this. They actually did 50% more than expected. We talked about it doing about 30 million. It did 48.5 million. So not really a huge opening, last 2 years ago, but damn, crushed it in this crisis. So again, more signs that people are getting out of the house, going to movie theaters. Anybody see it yet? Let me know what you think. Leave comments below. I don't have HBO Max. I'm not going to a movie theater, but we'll see what's going on there. Next up, we've got talk about the infrastructure bill, the 2 trillion part A, right? I have long assumed that the president was going to put out his first infrastructure bill that was easiest to get agreement on, and that was roads and bridges and tunnels and water and things of that nature. Turns out that that's not going to be easy as he thought. It looks like kind of no agreement, let's just say. So my suspicion is they are going to use what's called the budget reconciliation process. And my suspicion is they're going to go, all right, fine. You don't want to play ball on the part A. We're going to do part A and part B at the same time. And it's going to be that 4 trillion I have been talking about for 60 days. And they're going to try to just jam that thing through a la the budget reconciliation process and pass it without agreement from the other side of the aisle. We shall see. It is going to be it's going to be interesting. It's going to be yeah. It's oh, crazy. Anyways, we'll see what happens there. More talk about the chip shortage again affecting. We talked about it affecting. I think it was Ford the other day, shutting down or slowing down pickup trucks and SUVs. People are talking about the chip shortage lasting another year. Damn, right? We've definitely got to invest. There are more companies trying to create foundries in the U.S. Arizona, there's some going up in Arizona and Texas, but these are years out. It takes at least 2 years to build these, so it looks like we're going to have a chip shortage for quite a while, which is going to be interesting. So, last thing to talk about is there's more evidence that the retail investor is losing interest in the stock market, and what they are talking about is the stimulus checks, right? This $1,400 that just came out. Last 2 times, right? I never got one, so I don't know how much they were. One was 600, but the one before that, what was that? 2 grand? I don't remember what it was. Grand? Whatever. Last time those checks came out, there was a clear indication that those were going into Robinhood accounts, trading accounts. But this time, this third check, there is not the wave of money coming into the accounts. People are finding alternatives to do, like a la go see King Kong in Godzilla, maybe book some travel. But again, people are thinking that the retail investor has lost their wave of enthusiasm. So we shall see if that happening. And they're talking about this because of trading volumes. Trading volumes are not what they were in the last time stimulus checks come out. So again, lots of stuff going on. Exciting times. Again, if you're in the real estate investing space, really watch that video, that live stream from earlier. I think it's a clear indication that we need to focus on existing homes. We need to focus on building our foundation of 4. Remember, I talk about 4 all the time. If you can get to 4, you can change your life. And then just let natural evolution of the single family rental market carry you forward. Again, if you put 20% down on a 100K house, that's 20 grand. And if that 100K house goes up 10%, like John Bird just talking about, you made 50% on your money. This is just wild times. So in the end, that's what I got for you today. Of course, we start our expert series in about 17 minutes. I'm going to be speaking with Greg Dickerson, and then we have our estate attorney, and I will be bringing on Emil to talk about some market across the country. Busy day. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.